Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2. I'm JC Proton, and this is episode 6 of my 5th Let's Play series. We're playing the Riftborn on Endless Difficulty and Endless Duration, Great Big Galaxy Hard. It's custom custom Riftborn, but they're still Riftborn. Um, so good things happened here. I was able to upgrade the software version of the game. I switched. I tend to go with the older versions of it because they're like stable and there are bugs, but I am like more familiar with those bugs. Anyway, so there was a bug that was preventing me from being able to do that. And I went to a more recent version in which that had been fixed. So I can now have the options of spending not just titanium but also hyperium on accelerating the development of an outpost into a colony. So that's great. Flawless victory on that regard, on that front, whatever. So that's fantastic. I'm tickled pink about that. Next order of business. Let's see. Over here, we found our first unique planet. Well, not counting this one. I mean, technically that is a unique planet because it's. So yeah, that one's a unique. But like a cool one here, Sikagoja, is a pretty cool looking little doodad. And it's over here in the Craver space. Just spotted it when I came down here to Omdor. And here we see the Cravers are getting aggressive at Regulus, trying to start sieging down these amoeba, minor civ. They've got two fleets here of slicers, and their slicers are all guns over here. Here we've got pirates are starting to get nasty. They're just hanging around here at Giovannis, but it's slowing down my colony development over here. Nothing I can't overcome though. This guy's heading out here to here. Here to here. This guy is cruising up here to Polaris. Let's see. This guy's about to head over to Bracia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Here's the lost Horatio. I'm not even bringing it back to my systems, man. I don't want more Horatio population. I don't want Horatio populations. So I'm gonna just fail that quest and just not ever bring him back. Um, so let's see here. I guess he's gonna go here and then over here. So I don't really need to send something here. So I guess I'll just go ahead and have this guy head on over here. Yeah, it looks like Cravers have done a good job of exploring their space over here. Guess there's one there. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So it's going to take all my movement to get over there. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and do it. Excuse me. Just woke up. Um, okay, cool. So, hero available for recruitment. This was an interesting debate. So, this is going to be an ecologist leader, right? And on our current political situation, we do not have an ecologist leader. So, automatically, whichever ecologist we choose becomes the senator. Um, the senators have abilities. That's definitely a consideration. Is like, what senator ability do I want going on in my empire? Because it's the first leader I'm going to have. So he's going to be the senator, he or she, and they are likely to remain the senator. Or I would like to choose well so that the one I choose becomes the senator and stays the senator, right? So, with that in mind, um, primitives are good, and imperials are also good in a little bit different way. So, the primitives tree. So you've got this tree, which is the same for all heroes, and then you have this tree, which is based on like their specialization, whether they're a seeker or um, there's 4 different trees basically here. Counselor, senator, I think guardian, and the one that's the good for governor. So the seekers, their Senate ability in this tree line is +1 movement on fleets and +1 maximum pro stock on hero ships. Okay, movement speed is good. And then for primitives, their special ability is on Senate +1 industry per population on planets. So all your population are just +1 industry. All right. For primitive, this is an overseer. That primitive ability is going to be the same, but the overseer ability here, here you see overseer, is deposit value on resource deposits. You get an extra half a point of deposit value on resource deposits. All resource deposits in your entire empire. So every luxury deposit, every strategic deposit, right? So that's pretty good. And since they're still primitive, then this is the same. The Imperial Overseer, okay, they're an overseer, so they still have that same thing, and they're still going to have the same stats here, which that one is the same for all of these, which is on Senate, you get extra manpower capacity on the Empire. But the Empire leader has one of their cool things is extra deposit value on a strategic resource deposit on that one system that they're assigned. And here's the Senate ability is plus 0.5% of industry per hero level. So to get to this level, you have to complete you have to get 4 points on this tier, and then another total of 4 points potentially in this tier, and then you would need to get another 4 points potentially in this tier. So that's 12 points, and you start at level 1 already, so that's 13. So by the time you get to here, that is a minimum of being level 14. So that would be a 7% increase in industry on every system, and then it goes up from there, right? As you keep leveling up, it gets stronger. So you're talking about, potentially 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 percent increase in industry in empire wide everywhere, which seems like a stronger bonus to me than a +1 per pop, because you're talking maximum of what, around maybe 50 something points per per system. Um, so that feels more like, 50 points on a planet of on a system with 500 industry already. That's like 10% increase, right? So I guess they're roughly competitive. Um, these guys give influence, manpower capacity, bonus per sterile, deposit value, and then that industry ability there. Um, be so between these two, I would say this primitive wins. So then it's between this one and this one, between these two overseers. This primitive, you get food, industry, more food, more manpower on the system, and then that Senate ability. That's just how it comes down to the differences. I'm leaning towards this one. I'm leaning towards this one because I think that one scales bigger, and that doesn't hurt. So that's where I'm at on that decision. I think I'm going to take this one. And my second highest industry system is AEB. So that's where I'm going to put her. So on AB, we do have a fertile. We have a sower population on the way. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while till that arrives. So I could either increase influence, food, and it's a tiny amount per pop though. That seems to be the winning move. 10 on the system and then 10 on the fertile. But for now, since there is no biological life forms on the planet, there's no food produced. So that's a long-term play. Here we have the choice between this, which is still a fairly weak choice. That is +1 food and industry per pop, and AA has a population of 9. So that's 9 food, 9 industry. So that's 9 food, 9 industry. We could go for the governor skill, which is kind of a non-starter at this point. Sorry about all the coughing this morning. We could go with, this one is +10 per hot and +10 on the system. which there's one hot. So that would be a 20 industry increase. Gets us to 500. Although we're going to continue to increase our populations here, so we'll get to 500 sooner or later anyway. It'll be pretty soon, I think. And the other option is this one here, 20 science per anomaly on a colonized planet on the system, and 20 on the system. So on this we have the system, which is 20, and then this is an anomaly, and that's an anomaly. So that would be 60 science. I'm thinking 60 science is the way to go. So we're either looking at 9 food and industry, or we're about to get a sower, so that'll be 10. 10 food, 10 industry, or 20 industry, or 60 science. I'm thinking 60 science is the way to go. It would be nice to have more industry, but we have less science than industry anyway, so the per point of science, comparatively speaking, is kind of more valuable since we have less of it, and getting 3 times as much. That almost feels like a slam dunk decision. So I think that's the way I'm going to go here. So right now, the hero is contributing 20 science because there are 2 anomalies, and yeah, he has this ability here, 10 10 science per anomaly on colonized planet on the system, and since we have 2 anomalies, that's plus 20, right? So 20 there, plus he's got 30 industry and 40 food, so he's already contributing nicely. So let's go ahead and ding him with an extra 60 science. You only get it one time, so it's just 1 point. Boom, applied. Okay, so now, ooh, look at that, 441. 80 science, my bros. So he's kicking in 80 science, 40 food, and 30 industry. Man, that dude is a solid leader, right? Wow. Cool. Okay, so we leveled him up. Now the research I'm doing. So I had just finished research on this. I went ahead and designed those ships for now. But here's what I did with the ships. Same as last time. Let's see, edit. So this is the defensive ship, and these are the numbers, how it stacks up. I'm going with shields instead of double armor is very tempting because of the cravers, but I also have to keep in mind that I'm going to be taking on Vodyani over here.
This
And
contact is unwelcome. For what reason do you interrupt our crusade?
oh, I have the volume level too low. Whoops, sorry about that. These guys are going heavy on beams, and then the Sophons tend to go heavy on beams too. And you can have custom designs going for each empire that you're facing. I tend to not do that though. I tend to just go with a standard build out, and I tend to just basically cover all my bases. So I'm going to be going with the design where it's like if I did go double armor, it matters, but then you're also more vulnerable versus energy. So I just cover my bases, and I'm not spending any strategics on these ships, so I'm just gonna have some attrition. I'm just gonna lose some of them, man. For frigates, I'm balanced again. I only have one armor or one defensive slot here, so I'm just going with the one. Here I'm going double guns and double lasers. and an engine. And what I want to do, I do actually want to get the next upgrades here. I want to get beams instead of lasers. The higher level crews will also help. I really do need to be able to outgun these cravers. I need to be able to outgun them. So that's my plan. So what I'm going to do is I've got my last outpost. It's going to take about 4 turns to complete those, and that's going to give me enough time to finish this outpost, get this miners union done, which will increase these resource productions for me big time, right? Big time. That's going to help a lot because I'm going to be going through a lot of these resources here in a minute. For sure, because we need to get these outposts going, man. So that's my plan. There is finish this outpost, get this pumped out, and knock out this data shipyards, and then maybe the infinite supermarkets if I need it. May go for this food here, and I think some of these are going to get canceled. if I need the resources to boost my my outpost, I think that's about to happen. That's what I'm thinking. So that outpost got finished, and he's heading here. So we're all done with that build queue. Empire Law. So we have another law slot now. We are a democracy, so we have 4 law slots now, and then we get 2 more later at the end. Not here, but here. When we're unlocking the obelisks of all space-time, we also unlock 2. See, it says +2 law slots on democracy. We're going to get 2 more law slots to run more laws. And our options right now, we have scientists, right? So we do Star Boogie to make them travel faster. +2, it costs 2 influence per pop. Dirty Hands Act is 1 per pop and minus 10% system improvement cost, industry cost. We could go Super Tax Act. We are tight on money, so that's potentially an option. if we can stack enough bonuses from this beachhead bylaw, then the Super Tax Act becomes an option. Right now, it's not because we're not quite high enough. We need to be stacked up really high on approval for that. Green fertility. There's only one system where I don't see that happening right now. Yeah, so let's try out the Dirty Hands Act. Would it be better to be faster or to yeah. We don't want to pay for Star Boogie. Okay, so let's do this one. Cool. Okay, so that lowers the costs of these system upgrade things. Okay, I already got those ship hulls done. All right, so let's take a look. Right now, these are, let's see, those are the colonies, these are the outposts. These are the times we're looking at. This one is really high because there's 150 turns. There's an enemy fleet sitting there. The pirates are sitting there on that. So if I were to cancel, that is 25. That is 10. And this is 5. All right, if I cancel all those buildings, these are my resources. I'm not going to actually build those buildings anytime soon. It's going to be a while. So I don't really need to tie the resources up in those buildings. It's kind of just a way to clean up my build queue options and kind of make things a little less cluttered. So looking at that, we want to focus on this system has a strategic importance, right? And this, let's see, this is strategically important going to here. So likely points where if the cravers come over, I guess it's to here. That's the closest point, right? So this one and this one are the most likely to be attacked first. So I want to get them done the first, the fastest. And those, you can see the Hyperium is more effective than the Titanium. $16, 20, 16, 31 left. 19, let's see, that one's 11, 9. Okay, so we're pretty much out of the Hyperium now. But that's got us boosted here, 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 and here. So all of these four on this end out here that are kind of exposed, right? Those are all boosted now. Let me go back to sorting like this. So that's a lot better. Hovanus, I guess is maybe how you say that. Could use a little extra help, right? Could drop all the way to 7. I think I'm going to do it because that is a nice system. Well, I was thinking it had titanium there, but I was mistaken. A couple of hot planets there. Savannah, there's more blue caps, so I think that's going to happen. I'll hold off for the moment on that. I do have a lot of titanium, though. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so then what else we have coming along is these guys next turn, these guys next turn, and these guys in 2 turns. And I think that was 11, right? So I think they're going to do it the turn that they're produced. So it's this one and this one next turn, and then this one the turn following that. After that, I think all of our colonies are going to be like distance, right? Distance challenges, like here and here maybe, or here maybe, or here maybe, right? So I think we can clean up our ship queues by getting rid of all of these. And we're just going to be using fast outposts now. So 3 fast engines that each add another 25%. So it's speed 12 plus 25, 50, 75%. So it's 12 plus 9. So it's basically the equivalent of moving 21 per turn. Massively fast ship, right? So the plan will be anywhere that I decide I want to put an outpost now, I'm going to use those to get it done quickly. And I think there's going to be one right here. And you know, 22 turns, 16, and I boost it. I think that's got potential. It kind of feels like it's a stretch, because it is. But you know, that's a possibility. Same deal over here. You know, he's got those fleets. They're all guns. It's like 120 something. But you know, my frigate outguns his frigates 2 to 1. So if I build a fleet, I could probably defend that. That's the only way I really want to take that, right? Is if I can put a fleet on it and defend it, and I'd have to get a fleet over there, probably. Although you know, we could probably just do it, man. This would be hard to defend, and it would put us at a big influence penalty, like comparatively. So I think this is, as awesome as this is, I'm hesitant to do it right now. I don't know. If I had a fleet, though, these guys are pushovers, right?
You test my patience.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I remember seeing their arcs were really weak, so I could probably just roll over them. So, yeah, I need to make some military and basically put a fleet in here to hold this, a fleet over here to take this, and a fleet over here to hold this. If I can get 3 little fleets done, that early aggression could be pretty strong. And they'll also be able to deal with these pirates, right? Clear that out, and that gives me another system here. So I would say yes to yes for sure to another outpost, to a fast outpost. Okay, that was a whole lot of talking to start the turn off. But there were reasons I wanted to talk through like what I'm thinking and what my plans are, rather than just sit here in silent and be moving stuff, right? So I'm trying to think it through and be thoughtful here. It's gonna be a tough challenge because I got cravers for neighbors. And so fun. Let's see, how's the scores going? We're at 263. Wow. So we're almost in first place. We're 1 point away from being tied for first place. And Cravers are right behind us at 255, and we're at 263. So establishing all of these new outposts is definitely having an impact on our score. And we're also knocking out a lot of research right now. So I can see, wow, look at that pacifist. Why are you guys so strong? Why are you guys making a comeback here? I don't know. I think we're ready to advance the turn though. How long do I have off on this? Only 3 turns left. I'm gonna have to build another one. Maybe. these guys going to take off, or are they going to hang around and be annoying? Looks like they're going to hang around. Okay. Well. Whew, really? Up here too? Wow. Guys are jerks, man. Okay. I mean, we can deal with it. If you're going to be like that, we can adjust. That's 8. That's 8. That's 6. That's 6. Okay. So we're going to knock these outposts out in short order.
I shall defend the faith, whatever that requires.
Yeah, we didn't give them their tribute. They wanted 502 dust, and or something like that, and we had like 505 or something like. They wanted all but like 2 of our dust. So we were like, yeah, no, I'm not giving you all of my dust. 497. Mm-hmm. Can we get it to 500? I don't think so. That's a no. Interesting to note that this is not adding any depletion. I've got no sowers sitting on this planet. Maybe the fact that these, since this is 100% depletion points per turn, and I've got, maybe this is kind of like the Riftborn version of boosting your population, right? They don't use resources, luxury resources, but they use strategics on a singularity type thing, on a compression singularity or whatever. I guess that's their version of it. Sowers, drone networks. Okay. Yeah, this was 20 turns. Now it's only 12. It's still slow, but it is what it is, and it's still negative. So they'll do much better once they're over here, because there's 4 industry per pop over here, and here there's 0. So once they move over here, I might build a machine embodiment. It'd be 2 turns then. So that might happen. We'll see. Okay, these guys are here. Okay, well, this is 2 gas planets, which are inhospitable, so I'm not doing them. Definitely going to be Dorado. As in El Dorado. And it's El Dorado. Oh, I was thinking there was a dust singularity here, or whatever. Curiosity. Okay, we'll spend some titanium. Gives you 100% extra industry, so it cuts that from 17 to 10. That's a winning move. We're blowing through all this accumulated, not all of it. We're blowing through a whole bunch of our strategic resources, though, but it's a good reason to do it, man. Toxic, gas temperate. So yeah, this is the one we're going to be on. Let's see, this is 2 industry, 3 industry, And it has the blue cap. Okay, and we'll do the same thing there to speed that up. All right. So we are doing a lot of outposts, and we're doing them pretty darn fast. Pretty darn fast. We're going to go over the colony cap at this point too as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're already at 9. This is going to be 10. This is 11. That would be 12. Eventually this will be 13. Eventually that'll be 14. So we're going for it. Certainly looking at 12, and our capacity is 9. So we're going to be over by a bit, and we'll have some. We'll be on borrowed time. We'll have time because of this bonus for 10 turns, but we will need to get around to researching this for sure. And that's not a super fast research to get knocked out. So I'm probably leaning on doing this one before then, because that's going to help us research faster. And this also helps us research faster as long as we're happy. That's the tricky bit. But we'll probably do this one, and then we may do wormholes, or we may do evaporation inhibitors next, because that's another curiosity level, and terraforming. So we can start terraforming away from these revolting fertile planets that these planets that the Riftborn find so infested with biological life. It's yucky. Yeah. But yeah, terraforming is definitely helps approval. Okay. I think we've got just about everything done. Oh, we're gonna do a thing over here. Yeah, we'll take a free tech. It's essentially a free tech. It's minus 10 for 10 turns. So you spend 100 science, and you get a random tech. I've knocked out just about all the first tier ones, but even a first tier tech, which I wouldn't mind having this one, is 900 science, right? And so you're getting it for 100. And a random tech, I'm fine with any of these. I'm fine with any of these. I'm obviously fine with any of these. So yeah, any of these is fine. 1400 for these, or a tier 3 one is totally cool, right? So yeah, to me, I'm totally on board with this event. To just sure, I'll spend 100 science over 10 turns, and then I get a random technology. So that's cool. Things are a little buggy here, man. Okay, as far as our place in the galaxy, so there's one here, one, actually it was up here, wasn't it? Um, that's the center, and then there's someone in this one, and we've got these two down here. So there are two more up here. There's one going to be around in here. There's going to be one around in over here. So let's go ahead and kind of take a peek in that direction. And we'll see what we see. Probably need another scout, but the scout's coming up over here, and the scout's over here. So what's going to happen is when we finish scouting this constellation here, we're going to be looking for the constellation here. So we're going to kind of come around this corner and kind of go this way and go that way. And as we have checked this, then we're going to start turning this way. So we'll end up having fleets going this way and through here and then this way. And then we'll all be heading, basically in this direction down here. Eventually. That's kind of my grand overarching plan. And yeah, we'll probably make some more scouts, especially when we complete this tech here and we're able to see new curiosities. There's going to be a bunch of level 3 curiosities and systems that we've already flown past, and rather than turn my fleets around that are out there on the edge or of my explored area and have them come back to look at those, I just do a new wave of scouts that go out. And I keep the ones that are out on the edge, I just keep them going all the way. So yeah, rather than having them turn back, I just have them keep going and keep going and keep going. And I just do new waves of scouts behind them. And eventually, you end up exploring the entire galaxy that way. And once they've gotten all the way to the edge, then by then you're probably around the time you're completing this and getting the last one. And so then you explore at the edges of the galaxy the level 4 techs, level 4 curiosities, and then bring your scouts back towards home. And by then usually your scouts are just about wiped out, or you might have a few, and there aren't really that many of those higher level techs anyway. Let's advance the turn. See if these guys are going to continue to stay jerks. See if these guys are going to get attacked. Move as quickly as possible. Yep, these jerks are hanging out. Sophon ship. What do we got? All guns. Oh, hey, somebody moved. Cool. So he's done in 4 now. Alright, cool. Let's do the most vulnerable ship first. Oh, he's not there yet. Okay. Life form. Ruins. Life form. Subterranean. We'll do subterranean. Okay, and then there are how many left? 3? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to do those 3 next time. I'm going to be chicken. I'm chicken. I don't want to get blown up by pirates. So I'm going to Send out 3 probes first. So I'm sending probes out where I remember it seemed like the academy was. Also, these Vodyani were able to spot the academy. So that makes me think that I have a good chance of spotting it with that series of probes I just sent out. So hopefully I do. This guy is fully loaded, right? Yep. One, two. So I'm going to send 5 right away. And this guy's ooh, something bad's about to happen here, I think. Uh-oh. That might turn out badly. What's going on here? Energy. Yeah, he's got beams. His ships are his attack ships are beams, right? See, so Sophon's usually goes beams. Vodyani can go either way, man. Last I saw, he was going with beams, I think. And Cravers are going with guns. So I'm just going to build my defensive ships with armor. Okay, so we're going to send... That's probably going to not miss anything that's within range. That's a pretty good spread. Is there nothing to see out here? Did I come out here for no reason? There's no curiosity. Maybe I explored it already, or maybe there just weren't any. I don't know, man. Maybe I was being a dummy coming out here. That's entirely possible. is entirely possible that I just messed it up. That's okay. Whatever, man. Whatever. We'll just keep on exploring. So he's done. Outpost here. Ooh, completed. All right, let's rock and roll, man. 497 is less than 500, so I'm not building a population right now. Yeah, look at that. One turn. Zoom. This is the one I was thinking of. I thought there was a dust anomaly over here. Nope. Okay. My brain's not working this morning. Large arid. Small arid. Ash. So this is 12, but these ones have deposits. That one's a pore deposit. That one is a pore deposit. I guess we'll go with the larger planet. Capacity of 6 pops versus 4. Okay. And we'll go from 17. We're going to boost him up a bit to 10. Okay, that is, I think that's all my outposts except for this stretch goal over there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outposts en route, and we're on the way, and we're gonna send one over here, and that's gonna get us a supply of the super spuds. Super spud supply for the sowers. And all these other miners are not going to be getting boosted. And they're all located here at AC30. Building this fast outpost. He'll be out next turn. And we're going to send him up here to here. We'll see if we can hold on to it. I'm guessing maybe not. But I want to try. I do want to try. And of the 3 options here, this one or this one or this one, I guess 4 options or this one, I think this one's the most likely to survive. But I still don't even, let's say maybe 50-50 chance, maybe. I kind of think that one's not going to make it, but you know, it's worth a shot. Mobile energy weapons, coordinated command. Too bad I'm so poor. I'd like to upgrade this stuff, but I just can't really afford it. Alright, well, we'll take another look at our troops when we get to that point. When we get to looking like we're actually going to invade somebody. next is going to be that, probably. The other option is this, for the repair and for the better shields. Probably not the better shields, but we'll do it for the repair. But I think I'll do, probably going to do the graviton research. I'll still leave it up for debate. I'll reevaluate that decision when the time comes. Oh, I just heard my singularity collapse. Yep, singularity has collapsed.
I shall defend the faith, whatever that requires.
Okay, they took that down. Okay, where am I being attacked? Show location. Ah, I shouldn't have moved yet. Yeah, that was a mistake. Better to this is kind of a careless thing to do, is to move all your ships without looking at where they are going. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna call him mulligan. Redo. No. Okay, we're gonna quit. Gonna call him mulligan there, and I'm gonna do that again. I mean, I'm Riftborn. I can change time, right? I can go back in time or something. Take another run at that. Whoops. I need to start being more careful. I think I'm not quite all the way awake yet. It's strange to me that they go with such a humanoid looking appearance when these are machines. I would think that they would go with something that's less less organic looking, since they don't like organic stuff. Okay. Okay, they invaded the amoebas. That's the end of them. Whew, glad I sent those probes down there. There's a siege going on down there. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. we're going to see if he can come down here, explore this curiosity here. And then by then, hopefully his probes will have spotted some other places to be where I can just go and kind of bypass this whole situation that's going on. This whole invasion, siege thing on the pirates, all that.
I shall defend the faith, whatever that
The
requires.
church must expand or fade, as it would be blasphemy to fade. Our legions shall expand. So I guess that's their way of threatening. Yeah. Yeah, no longer have a singularity there. Okay, this is fun. So let's do a comparison. Is how long would it take for this guy, the speed 11 one, to get here? 4 turns. That's really not too bad. That's not too bad. Oh no, that was the fast outpost. Dude, I'm not awake yet. You know what? I think we're just gonna like take a break here. I think I'll come back to this, man. And I'll reload the turn again. And maybe I'll get it like right next time. So that's why it was able to get there in 4 turns, because this is the fast outpost. And I've already got an outpost here, which I just finished boosting. Yeah, clearly my brain is not working right. So we're just going to say, we're going to tap out here. Maybe come back after I've had some coffee. I think that's what's going to happen. I think I'm going to go have some coffee. All right, guys and gals, I guess. I suppose it's theoretically possible that I could have a female viewer. I don't know. Seems like a dude-centric kind of game, but I don't know. Whatever. Um, gamer girls are awesome. So I've known a few, so I guess it's possible. Who knows? My audience is getting bigger, man. I've got like 21 subscribers now. I was like, whoa, what's happening here? Anyway, I'm rambling now. I will see you guys in the next video where we take another run at turn 54, and maybe we'll get it right that time. So anyway, until next time, I hope you guys are doing well, and we'll see you in the next video.